Hi, welcome back to Studio 2121 and this little thing that we like to call Spill the Tea with Liz and me.
Can I say it?
Now you can say it.
I'm Liz.
And I'm me. And we have a delightful guest today.
We have got a guest that I have known for a very long time. The fact that we got her to sit down, and her mom is chuckling right now, the fact that we got her to sit down and be still for this is impressive. This is Maddi Leggett.
Maddi!
Yes.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
We have pictures for how long I've known Maddi, and
was she in diapers?
No, not that young, but little tiny goggles, running around the pool deck, ponytail flying. I mean, just
little swimmer. She was a little swimmer,
and a soccer and a basketball and
anything I hear track and some other things, cross country.
Her mom got her in everything. So I've known her for a long time. She's such a good person, and Westbrook, despite a little tidbit that we'll talk here in a little bit, has come aboard to work with us.
Yeah, so how long have you been with us?
In March it'll be a full year.
Full year. So. And tell us what you do here.
I work with the customized employment in IDD.
Okay. And IDD stands for Intellectual and Developmental Disabilities.
That's a mouthful.
Yes, it is. And Maddie's going to tell us all about customized employment because most people maybe haven't heard of it. So tell me.
And it's such a worthwhile program that it needs to be advertised more. So I'm really glad you're here.
Yeah. So tell us, what is customized employment?
Customized employment is when we take an individual who may struggle to get and withhold a job. So we go in, we work with the employers to help create a job that's tailored to the individual that will help them contain their employment and withhold, and then be able to achieve from there.
So struggle to get a job. I'm just curious because we work in healthcare. Do you have to have a certain diagnosis?
We work with IDD diagnoses and TBIs.
TBIs, okay. So, traumatic brain injuries.
Yes.
Okay.
And so where do you try to get them employed?
We go off of what the consumer is looking for. So whatever they want to do, we try and find somewhere that works for them that will match them the best.
So they say...
my job is not available, okay? So don't try to replace anybody with... Okay.
Well...
No. That's a firm no. That's a hard no.
You're not... Okay.
Yeah.
So no director of nursing.
Right.
You're not recruiting for that. Okay. But so when you're looking for places, like let's say, tell me something that when you've asked a client and they've said, I want to do this. What is it that they...
One that we had, they wanted to do data entry.
Okay.
But most data entry jobs do the customer service aspect of it.
Okay.
Well, this individual didn't want to have to do the customer service, so we worked on tailoring a job.
They didn't want to talk to people.
Correct.
I get it.
So we worked on tailoring a job that would just be the data entry aspect of everything that company needed without doing the customer support
because that was
aspect.
what they were good at, I'm assuming.
Right.
Are there benefits to the company to hire people?
The company is getting someone who's ready to work for them, will be there every day. Their whole thing is getting employed, getting the fulfillment from being employed.
Yeah.
So they'll be there ready to work. They'll be there ready and knowing what they need to do.
Okay. And if they need help, sometimes you go with them, right?
Yes,
like
we
if they
offer
need
job coaching.
So if they need help learning the job
correct. We'll do that all beforehand before they even step in to have to work.
Okay.
Is it a perfect road every time?
No.
Okay. And so if someone would have an issue with the employee, how do you navigate that?
We would work with the employee and the consumer to figure out what the problem may be. If something in their job role needs to change and the consumer is okay with that, we can make anything work, and worst come to worst, find a different job that would fit them better.
Okay.
Well, I'm curious about something.
Yeah.
Is part of your job going to places that might employ people and talk to them about potentially employing people that you work with?
Yes.
So what do you say to them? Like, what do you say when you're trying to...
I got a deal for you.
Exactly. We have this fabulous program at Westbrook. We have a consumer that is here ready to work, and do you have a place for them that they can fill and help meet your needs?
And there's some benefits from Department of Rehabilitation Services.
Yes.
Is that right? Am I making that up?
No.
Where like they
Go
will...
ahead, make it up. That's fine.
No, I don't think I am. And you want to know why?
Why?
Because Liz Fisher and Dwayne Merritt presented to the board meeting about the program. So
Yes, they did.
I have
have
a
some
little extra knowledge.
Okay.
So they pay the company, instead of the company paying the employee to begin with, DRS can pay
Yes.
while they're
Huge
working
benefit.
it out.
Huge benefit.
While they're trying it out.
There's work adjustment training, which normally goes up to about 90 hours. And the consumer will go into that work site and work those 90 hours as they need, doing the things that the employer needs, just to see if they're prepared and ready enough to
So
start
a trial
work.
basis.
Yes.
Okay, and so
And DRS picks up the tab for that,
and
which is great.
That's huge. That's huge. So and at the end of that 90 hours,
We would then do an assessment to see where they're at, how they
Okay.
feel about working, and then that's when they would get placement into a job and hopefully stay there for as long as they want.
just curious, does anyone ever look at this as kind of an internship? Like I'm going to gain the experience, but they're probably not going to hire me and I'll go elsewhere.
That is definitely a big thing because most don't have prior jobs, so making a resume or anything, there's not much to put on there. So when they do the work adjustment training, they say, hey, I know I can do this. I have experience doing this, and then they can move forward with
Okay.
that.
I'm curious about how many businesses, it's Wood County, correct?
Mm-hmm.
How many businesses are we working with?
Personally, that I've spoken to is
Yeah.
probably over 100 at this point.
What?
That would be willing
Did
to
not
work with
expect
us.
that number.
Really? That's exciting.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if everybody knows this, but I happen to know this, that there is research that shows when there's diversity in the workforce, so in this instance, it would be diversity by hiring individuals with some disabilities, that the employees have more satisfaction. They perform better, all of the employees, not just the one that we're talking about.
Right.
So that's a benefit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of businesses that are quite hesitant to work at us in the beginning, but after you sit down and talk to them, they're normally very excited to.
And I would suspect when they hear, we'll give them a trial and we don't have to pay for it,
Right.
that's a bit more.
The only difference is the trial will have to be done somewhere different than where they're actually wanting to direct placement at for their job.
So like where?
So say they want a job stocking. Their job, maybe they want it at Walmart. They would have to do their work adjustment training maybe with Kroger
Okay.
and then look at direct placement at Walmart.
Okay.
And that's just a DRS policy.
Oh, that's
So-
interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
But people are on board with allowing people to do that work adjustment training. And are you there with them during that?
Yes.
That's where
Yes.
you're
That
helping
would be
them
the
learn
job
the skills.
coaching and helping them learn and any assisting and supporting that they may need through that time.
So what was your favorite job coaching?
Yeah.
Like where
Where?
did you go job coach that you thought was the best?
The main place I've been recently is Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah.
Yes.
We love the pig.
Yes.
I love the pig.
Very supportive, very helpful. Anything that we need, our consumer needs, it is absolutely perfect.
That's so good.
Do you work at all the pigs?
Just the one pig.
Which pig?
The Emerson pig.
Emerson. Yes.
Right up the street.
time.
Yes, I've got a nephew that works there. We love the pig. Yes.
Yeah.
Stephen. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then.
Stephen. Yeah.
So, you know him?
Yeah.
Oh. So, well, I heard you know some other people.
I know some other people.
So I heard, we have a boss here. All of us have a big boss named Kevin Trippett, and he's the CEO.
This is the awkward part I was talking about.
part.
He has a daughter,
Yeah.
right? That's like a superstar runner.
Absolute
like the
superstar.
best ever.
She is killing it.
Like serious award. She's running at WVU now. But I heard you beat her one time.
Oh, once. One time.
So-
Doddridge County, never forget it.
Yeah. And it was cross country.
Yes.
And so do you give Kevin Trippett a hard time about that?
I do not.
Okay,
do
I
not.
want to
I
know.
think you
I
need
have
to.
before.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
done it
yeah.
before.
I want to know how you got hired because I figured you would have had a big black X next to your name.
Honestly, I think so too.
Yeah.
Judy White had interviewed me. I made sure no one knew that I knew Kevin. Kevin didn't know that I was coming.
You know that's she's
Try to slide
kidding,
in.
right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, he was. He might be a fan
Okay.
of yours. Not his daughters as well,
Yeah,
obviously, right?
yeah.
But also maybe yours.
I'm a big fan of Madison.
Yeah. She's a good girl. and a fast runner.
Very
Yeah.
fast runner.
So,
cow.
speaking of which, you always go to this question. I don't know if I'm prematurely asking.
No, it's perfect segue.
Okay.
How do you, what makes you feel better? Like, what do you do to
How do you
make
take
it-
care of yourself?
Yeah. How do you
Better.
thank you. Thanks for using English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Running.
Yes.
Also, not as fast.
Just like a little
Slow
half
pace.
mile, little slow half mile.
Not very far, probably.
We run slow, but we run far.
Okay, I want to pause right there.
Far. What equals far?
Let's go ahead and talk about slow, a gentle jaunt. My gentle jaunt is like a 1730 mile.
Okay.
So when you say slow, why don't you go on ahead and tell me what your slow is?
9 to 10 minute range.
9 to 10 minute
Somewhere
range.
in there.
America.
Madison ran under 6 minutes. Nowhere. She was killing it.
Yeah,
Nowhere
she's a
close to that.
fembot. She's a fembot.
Yeah,
That's how.
she's amazing. Very
so, and then just a quick
Far. But far. What does that mean, far?
Prior to this winter,
Yeah.
I was averaging about 40 miles a week. Longest run about 13 miles.
Just a half
got me
marathon.
down.
No big
Yeah.
deal.
Well, did she do the 0.1? I mean, really, that's
You're right.
Yeah,
No, it was
that's
not a
what
half
makes
marathon.
it.
She
That's what
stopped
makes
at
it.
We do
13.
have our first marathon in April.
Oh,
this
where is
year
it?
In Athens.
You're going to do that one.
Yes.
It used to be in February.
It is April 18th or 20th this
Okay.
year. I
So
believe.
you've been training for that.
Training's pushing it. I've been trying.
Yeah.
I've been trying.
Well,
It's been a little cold.
It has been a lot cold, right?
Yes.
Slippery ice on the
Yeah.
things.
So
Yeah.
we're just going to go for it and see how it goes.
Well, it's the only time that you're ever going to have everything shut down in the city, so you can just do your little jaunt, just your quick little run.
Just the 9 minutes. Nothing too spectacular there.
Now, when you run, do your cheeks get a little rosier?
It's my whole face.
Uh-huh.
Bright red.
Yeah.
Do you listen to
As
music?
they are now.
This is not
Absolutely.
nervousness,
Absolutely.
America.
This
This
is
is how
just the
she
face.
normally is.
So what's on your playlist? I'm
On
curious.
my playlist?
On your
Yeah.
running
Oh,
on your
have you
race
ever
day
listened
playlist?
to Rainbow Kitten Surprise?
No.
Oh, very good.
That sounds
Very
like a trapper
folk.
keeper.
No.
Trapper keeper
No,
waiting to happen.
No. It sounds
Very-
like it could be good for a yoga playlist if
I
it's
would
folky.
agree.
Okay.
Yes, very folk
Rainbow
vibe, very
Kitten
comfy.
Surprise.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Does it
First
have a
class
beat?
is good. Does it have a beat?
Yeah.
To like run to?
Yeah.
That's
It's
just my
uplifting,
Oh,
energy
you're
maybe?
not
in my
into
head.
that.
No.
Oh.
Is it
boy.
uplifting? Maybe if it's
Yeah.
folky. I can't wait to hear that.
It's very good.
Wait, say it again. Rainbow Kitten
Rainbow
Surprise.
Kitten Surprise.
Okay. And then
I picture a trapper keeper.
why do you pick
Rainbow
Oh, with the
kittens.
kitten on there.
Yeah.
I got it now. Okay.
You can buy that.
The surprise is it's not a trapper keeper. It's a sound list, a playlist. That's the
Beautiful
surprise.
playlist.
I can't wait.
So when you run, you're not one of those that listens to your own breath, are you?
No.
You know
Okay.
who does that?
Big boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever passed him when he's running?
Have you?
I don't think I have.
He won't
think I
notice
have.
you if you do, and don't take it personally. He is
Zones.
As he should be.
and he's fast.
So when you did the half marathon, you came through jumping, performing.
Little heel
Wonderful.
click. Little heel click.
You
Little-
saw her?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
When Kevin came through, it was like just a bullet.
But also look at his time and look at my time.
Yeah. I don't.
Big difference. He was in there racing. I was
Yeah.
You were having fun.
lollygagging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not like you win a free turkey or anything at the end of
That's
that half
true.
marathon. So
That's true.
yeah, I had to yell really loud to break that concentration. Oops.
Did you break the concentration?
I got an eye shifted.
I got it.
Oh, Liz.
I shifted.
And you still work here.
I know.
So I have one more question for you. Why Westbrook?
Yeah.
Why Westbrook? I love Westbrook. It is a very inclusive environment, one place that I feel safe and happy to be at every day.
Yeah.
And just everything that we do is amazing. Every program that we have does everything that this community needs, and I feel that we empower.
yeah.
Very empowering.
That's amazing. I agree. I would agree with all that.
Yeah. I would too. It's home. It's
Yeah.
home for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I live here. Right across the way.
Yeah.
Sassafras.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Maddie.
Maddie, that was
Absolutely.
great. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for coming. And hey, America, we'll see you next time.
Bye.